Good morning, everybody. Get ready. Does that look good to you early in the morning? A little breakfast, a little egg. I suspect it's associated with an omelet. Oh, look at that. Okay. Wow. That's the grill. The grill's been here a while because probably maybe 50 plus years that grill has been grilling something, Jill.
I would think so. 50
Because
plus years sounds like it.
This is the Cotton Boll Grill, and Red is whipping up what?
He is whipping up a Southwest omelet
Why do you call it Southwest?
because it's got all the meat, all the veggies, and we like to serve it with some salsa on the side.
Okay. Well, and look, you can get that anywhere. Not just anywhere, but you can get an omelet, but you can't get it in a place like this. This is unique in America. And this is a diner. It's called the Cotton Boll Grill. It's been around literally since 1931 at this location since the 1970s. So we're talking about 50 plus years. And you know, people must love it because when I walked in at 4:30 this morning, there she was. Why are you here this early in the morning?
Well, because I love the Cotton Boll. I've been coming here for years, and the food is great. The people are great. You feel like you're at home.
I can tell. And you kind of have to know these people because there's an intimacy here that you don't find at a lot of places. You came all the way from West Texas because you thought they were going to close and you had to have your one last chicken fried steak?
I was here for veggies and chicken fried steak. The veggies are always home cooked and homemade and really does fill you up. And
by the way, what you can see over there is the Monte Cristo. Now, they're famous for the Monte Cristo sandwich. Jill, tell me why it's famous. Why do people love that?
You can't get them anywhere. They used to be really popular back in the 90s. You had Bennigan's. There were a couple other places that made those sandwiches. And it was one of my favorite growing up. And I just decided it needed to be brought back.
Amen.
It needed to be brought back. So we brought it back.
All right. So it's breakfast and lunch. And it's obviously worth coming to because you came.
Absolutely.
And
I'm here probably once a week.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Definitely.
Again, folks, part of the appeal of this place is the history. Imagine it's been here since the 70s at this very location. I love the history on the walls. You talk about a walk down memory lane in Shreveport. It's all over the walls at the Cotton Boll Grill. It's got to be one of, if the longest operating restaurants in all of Shreveport. Cotton Boll Grill, we thought it was going to die. It didn't. It's been resurrected. Where are we again? The address is 1624 Fairfield Avenue. Come see us because they got up early. So you would come see us at the Cotton Boll Grill.
Right across the street from the State Building.
Right across the street from the old State Building. Yeah. Good morning, Brian. Rick Rowe walked through a lot of doors all over the Arklatex, but my goodness, folks, no place like this place. Oh, my goodness. In fact, people have been walking through this door since the 1970s. You're going back to this location 50 plus years. Now we'd pan over and this is the reason they come, is the food, but that's not the only reason, Jill, they come to the Cotton Boll Grill. We talked about the 70s at this location right off of Fairfield, but the 30s when you're talking about the origins of the Cotton Boll Grill. In fact, you've got some old pictures there that give you an idea of how far back this goes. Southern Avenue originally. All right, so you're the new owners. We thought this place was going to close down. Everybody was sad, lost a little bit of history, and you said, not going to do it. So you and Sean said, let's do it. We got Red. You got your main man, Red, the cook, the grill chef, and you said, let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
All right. Tell me why.
It's my passion. I absolutely love cooking, number one.
Okay.
And number two, I love watching people eat the food that I've made. It's that first bite when they just bite into it and they close their eyes and then you get that
Oh, yeah.
And then some ladies, they like to do the dance, the happy food dance. You get that happy food dance.
I tell you what, we're going to have to see that sometime this morning. Let's talk about muffalettas. You can't always get a good one. That's kind of unique.
You can't always get a good one. It is very unique. But I've been making this olive mix for 30 years. It's my daddy's recipe.
Wow.
And
so you've been in the restaurant business a long time.
I have. I've been in the restaurant business for 20 years.
All right, great breakfast. That's a big part of your business. You open at 6 in the morning.
Breakfast all day.
Okay, there's the omelet. And then this is the flagship, the Monte Cristo. Why do people love that?
It's a deep fried sandwich. It's almost like a funnel cake sandwich.
Oh, wow.
So the batter is real thin and crispy,
Okay.
and then it gets dusted with the powdered sugar, and then you dip it in your jellies and your jams, and it
Ooh.
just sets it off because it's got a Swiss cheese and provolone cheese in there, the smoky and the tangy from
All right,
the
but
Swiss is just
this one right
fantastic.
here comes because of the chicken fried steak, right?
Yes, she does.
And you've got a
Yeah.
big one over there. Look at that one.
Yes,
That's huge.
yes.
What is it about that?
I saw Red pulling that out of the fryer one day, and I was like, Red, I know I already ordered, but that's what I really want. It's made here in-house. They cut the meat themselves. They bread it here. It's so hard to find that in town. A lot of places get them pre-breaded and pre-fried.
You also come from the veggies, and I just saw her bring some veggies in.
Yeah.
Show us that this is the chicken fried steak and the veggies on the side.
The veggies, those glazed carrots, I would marry those glazed carrots. They are so sweet and tender.
Oh, wow.
And the black-eyed peas taste just like my mama used to make them.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, absolutely love the crisp breading on that chicken fried steak and that wonderful
Love that.
gravy.
We're out of time. I like that, like Mama used to make. That's the Cotton Boll Grill. By the way, open 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. The food is fantastic, but it's not just the food. Look at the ambiance, folks. I know we're out of time, but we're going to talk about the history of this place. Goes back really to the 1930s. It's an amazing place, Nate, Brian, whoever I'm coming back to. There's no place like the Cotton Boll Grill.
Hey, toss it back to me. You can bring it back to me and Brian if you want to. But yeah, I love that diner atmosphere too, and it's pretty cool to see the history behind that. Everything they've been doing for decades. People like it. Easy to see why. Thank you, Rick. Well, we are going to hit the gas pedal on some breakfast this morning as Rick Rowe has found a delicious spot. Perfect for Tasty Tuesday. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Nate. You're right, boy. If you love history, a little nostalgia, you just want to go back to the way it used to be. Look at this, folks. Look at the pictures. My goodness, if you love history of Shreveport in this part of the country, you'll see it all over the walls here. In fact, see this wedding picture right there? Well, the grandson of that couple eats here, or at least comes by on occasion. In fact, a lot of people have eaten here since location. And it is busy. We thought it was going to close down. It didn't. Thank the Lord. And Red's, put those pancakes. Come on, Red. Pour it up. Look at that. That's a beautiful pancake. Look at the food. My goodness alive. Are you kidding me, Jill? Thank you for keeping this place open. By the way, we're at the Cotton Boll Grill, Fairfield Avenue. There was everybody. We were all in mourning a few months ago. And we thought it was going to close down. Come on in, brother. We thought it was going to close down. You said no.
No.
We're not going to close this place. It's history. And what are you doing with the ice cream?
Well,
You threatened me with that.
cobbler needs ice cream, right?
Look at that. Okay, so you do desserts too.
We do.
Heat that up.
What is that? James is, you're salivating,
That's
James.
berry pie.
You might need to wipe your mouth there. I'd see you just,
I don't like looking at that. 'Cause I want it.
it makes you want it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, James, you just walked in,
Yes.
but you are a regular here.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why.
Because of food. I guess Red fattens me up.
Red is the chef, has been here for 8 years. And that was Big John who was here before Red was and taught him everything he knows. You knew Big John? Yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing place. Oh, by the way, see the coffee? That coffee is your coffee, Ground Breakers Coffee. So it's got a little local thing going on, right?
Yes, yes.
Why would I want this? I can get coffee from anywhere.
Not this coffee. This is specialty grade coffee.
Okay.
Which is a higher quality than normal.
Okay.
It's smooth. There's no bitterness, no aftertaste,
Oh, wow.
no GI upset.
All right, we love that. Groundbreakers Coffee, and they love local here. All right, you come on a regular basis. You love this, but you say it's not just the food. Even though the food's fantastic, there's something else going on here.
Yeah, it's the ambiance. A lot of times I'm dining by myself, and I know that I can come here. I sit at the spot at the bar, and I feel like I am at my family reunion. There's just everybody's family, and everybody talks to each other. We all kind of learn each other's names and know what each other like.
Oh, there's that pancake.
There we go.
Look at that one. You got to love it. But you love the veggies here, and you love the chicken fried steak.
And the breakfast. Red can make an omelet out of 2 eggs that is just... It tastes like a breakfast feast. There's so much in there. It's stuffed with veggies and meat.
It's
so
beautiful, but hey, look, it's the food. It is fantastic, but it is not just the food. There is no place that has the atmosphere that this place has or the history. Live this morning at the Cotton Bowl Grill, Brian, coming back to you, brother. Yeah, junior meteorologist Rick Rowe. I'm going to tell you with the weather, I'm actually out in it. Brian's in that nice little air-conditioned studio. Hey, but he was right. It's misty. It's a little cooler. Hey, look, give me some cloud cover. Give me a little rain. Keeps everything green and cool. But hey, look, we're walking back into history, folks, because pan over from Fairfield Avenue. Look at that. The Cotton Bowl Grill. People have been walking through this door. This is amazing. Since the 1970s. So you're going back nearly 50 years. And then when you go back to the original place, you're going back almost 100 years. Jill, are you kidding me? There is no place like this. There's the old picture. Look at it. That's on Southern Avenue. So you go back to the 1930s. The place on Southern Avenue used to be called the Cotton Bowl Cafe. But this is why they come, Jill. I mean, they like you and Red and the gang here, but this is what brings them back. Am I right, James? You love Red. You're here a lot, but it's the food that brings you back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's food's the only reason I come.
No, you said you like the colors.
Well, colors is fine. Oh, the colors of the hair.
The hair.
I forgot about that. We got all kind of colors.
Look at it, man. It's a rainbow in here. It's amazing. All right, Randy, you come on a regular basis. Tell me why, brother.
The food is awesome. The ambience, the history of the place is just really, really nice.
Yeah, it really is. There is no place like this. Jill, you were saying earlier, and I totally agree, in America. This is unique. I mean, people have been eating at this location for 50 plus years, but if you go back to the original on Southern, you're going back nearly 100 years. So that makes it very special. But you are big on food. Good food. You don't want people to just you want them to have an experience. For instance, the muffaletta.
Yes.
Is your recipe going way back?
It is. It was my dad's recipe, and he has passed it down to myself and my brothers and sisters.
All right, right next to it is the Monte Cristo, and James says that's the best sandwich he's ever had.
You can't find them in town. I think we're the only ones doing it.
I think you're right. Now look, the chicken fried steak, this girl, and she's a foodie, you fell in love with that chicken fried steak, and you still are.
I am in love with that. You know, people make fun of how long my reviews are online, but it's because I love food, and so those are my love letters to food. And I especially had a love letter to Red and his chicken fried steak.
You said that was the sexiest thing you'd ever see a man do, right?
Oh yeah, in a long time. I just want to watch you just pull chicken fried steaks out of that fryer.
All right, you come on a regular basis. I'm out of time, but very quickly, convince folks to come to the Cotton Bowl Grill.
The food is wonderful. The ambiance is awesome. The coffee is by far groundbreakers.
Nobody's got coffee like that. Jill, again, convince them to come Monday through Friday. It's the only place you can see Red, right?
Stop in, yeah.
And colors. A lot of colors here.
Food. The food is delicious, though.
Again, come see us. There's no place like it in America. The Cotton Bowl Grill. By the way, Nate, some of this is coming home to you. Not all of it. Some of it's coming home to you. Look at that.
I will share. I promise. I will share. But yeah, I got to love the ambiance there, and can't go wrong. Look at that sandwich. Oh, boy. All right. Good stuff, Rick. Perfect. Tasty Tuesday.